techniques as their guys get set to match up. And the Pittsburgh Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there. Let us know there's still some
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Two sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A give to Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
To play running back in today's NFL, you need to be versatile, and that really defines Le'Veon Bell, because if you hand it to him, he won't turn it down. 321 carries in 2017. And if you want to throw it to him, well, they targeted him 106 times last season as well, which was 2nd in running backs only to Christian McCaffrey. So Le'Veon Bell is a defensive nightmare.
Now the Ravens able to get to him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 58 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense. which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Barnett in there to get him. Sack number 9 now on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 56 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens are in for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. And maybe... Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet. These slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now let's go!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Quincy Enunwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Able to slither by. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
The defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's roll! Let's roll!
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Anunua's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Jackson now. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
thing, but they got
And
like
we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over.
And she said
We'll
it's
see
kind
what
of
they
hard
come
to
up
play
with
for
here on
him
this
because he
next
just wasn't
play.
playful. And she's
And
like,
likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Giving up the pussy is a great way to get a guy to open up.
Final play of the half here.
Nothing.
Jackson.
What you say?
Nothing. But finish what you were saying.
You need to tell me what you said.
That's gonna be knocked
I said giving up the pussy is a great way to get a guy to open up.
Time here with the visiting Ravens out in front.
No.
As we'll see you down to Orlando, we check in with
Okay,
Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
Coach. Okay, Brandon,
So
thanks very
anyway,
much.
so
Welcome in,
they
everyone,
get
to our
or
EA
whatever, and I
Sports
guess they
halftime
found out
report.
they were about
Getting
to
caught
leave,
up on
and you know
what's
they got
going on
kisses.
around the
So his
NFL.
ass, well, when I
We'll
tell you
start
this,
up at
was
Newer
just small
Field
as fuck.
just
And
Due
I'm
to
like,
time
she
constraints,
felt
we
that
move you
shit too?
forward in today's
Okay.
broadcast to the beginning of the
This
third
dude
quarter.
comes off like, so we know we got a kissing thing, right? So she said she turned around like, wait, what? He's like, so we gonna rehearse it or what? I was like, no, Chloe, you fell for that? She was like, I know. So he's like, I'm serious. Are we gonna rehearse it or what? And boom, there it went. I was like, God damn it. I wasn't supposed to do that. Y'all were just supposed to hang out.
What a corny, that's some corny ass light skinned nigga shit. What the fuck?
It is a light skin thing. It's a light skin, and then they go somewhere like,
This one taken from the 7.
I'm like,
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
camera, that's also cool.
Right.
Fuck. What goes on when I'm not around?
Out come the
Do that
Ravens
same
now.
thing with
They're
my
going
camera.
offense first
I
here
don't
in
give a
this
shit.
third
You know what I
quarter.
mean? Like, I just need that
And
for my
last time
camera.
they
Like,
got
that's
3
it.
points, but it was a chip
That is
shot
all
field
I
goal.
need
And
for it.
when you go to the
So-
sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the
So we
offense
supposed
not
to do
too
a
happy.
reason why we all still
It's a
want to
balancing
go
act,
Sunday. I
isn't
think
it?
that'll
Because
open
you're
up
exactly
my
right. They're
go out
none too
Sunday.
pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6
And I think
points.
you're really
But they also have to
you know
remember
what I
they
mean?
did
The
put
little girl,
points
she
on
got
the
mine
board.
too, so
3 points is
it-
3
it
points.
her
And
open
in
up
this
to
league,
them, and
you take points when you can get them.
stuff
Not
like that.
easily
It can kind of work.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
But like I said, I don't
7
know what
yards
the
on the
fuck she
pickup
did.
there, and
That's
it'll
what I
leave
call
them with
him.
a 2nd and
He was
3.
happy as a motherfucker. I was like, somebody was walking down the street just stretching all excited. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell did she say to him? I was like, oh shit, she fucking kissed his ass. And now here's his issue though. I just pray that he don't be beating down her fucking phone.
Yeah, that's some light skinned nigga shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Really, she beat down her phone and make it to the point where she's like,
This is caught inside the 15.
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, that kid could have been
Ravens touchdown.
Hold on.
Big play there with touchdown
Hey.
number 7 on the year.
Hi.
And the Ravens
Hey, let me
will
call you
rise
back
to
in
the
like
lead.
20 minutes, alright?
Charles,
All
not
right.
really any slow
Thank you.
receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's
Yeah, I'm
really
here.
fast, and he showed off the
Yeah,
afterburners
so that's what I'm
there.
saying. I was
And
like,
that
that
he
kid
is
could have been a
because
good
when
and
he
a
took
bad thing.
off, I was thinking there was
Because if they get
no
to the point
chance
where
that he can actually reach him with that
down her
pass.
phone,
Yet
something
he
like she's
did,
annoyed
and
with
he's
it,
still
that
sprinting.
shit.
And just think about what
Well,
that
can
does
you tell
to
her
everyone
to
else
make
on his
sure
team,
that she
because
reminds
it's
him
still
to
the stretch of
memorize
field.
his lines, know them, front to back?
And here's the thing, that's why I'm like, okay, what the fuck happened? Because she gonna tell me this now on the phone. And that's what she told me. She was like, yeah,
Here's
she said,
Tucker
I
now
told
out
him,
to
like,
kick this
you
one
need to go
away.
over your line. And he was like, I am, I'm going to. She's like, go over them tonight. And if it's something that
And
you need
this will
help
be
with,
a
FaceTime.
touchback as that
I'm like, you
sails
all around all
over the
your
end
friends.
line.
So tell them it's the FaceTime, so you gonna step off and tell
Time
them
for
it's
the
fine. I'm like, what the
Steelers
fuck, y'all
offense
married
now to
now?
get set
It
for
don't
their
even
first
matter.
possession
Look,
of half
his
number 2.
little
They
nuts is
trail
tingling,
offense first
so she got his attention. I guarantee nigga he gonna have the whole motherfucking script memorized and shit. He gonna have all that shit.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Like, if she wouldn't have told me, I wouldn't have even knew none of this happened.
Coming and
So it's like, I
down
can't really
goes.
control anything. All I pray is that it just stays professional and we're rolling. And that it doesn't get out of hand to the point where it becomes annoying to either one of
Brandon,
them.
if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
That's
I file it
the only
away.
thing.
Because
Well, I'm not
I'm
so
going to
stressed
use
about
the
it right now.
aggressiveness against them as this
Let it
game
go.
goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen
Hopefully
soon.
his ass does not be down her phone like he's fucking crazy. Don't get annoyed by that shit.
Yo, Desmond Jones. Yes, the fuck I am. Shut that bullshit up, you old bitch ass nigga, Desmond Jones. Hold on, Desmond Jones. Let me show. Desmond Jones, send me a friend request. You see the name, Illmatic826. Desmond Jones. Send it to me so I could light your ass up. Send me the friend request, Desmond Jones. Matter of fact, type up whatever your screen name is.
I don't know.
What the fuck that say, Desmond Jones? What the fuck that say? Yeah, I'm listening to you. You be wanting me to talk over you and shit.
Huh?
You be wanting me to talk over top of you and shit. I be listening, man.
Like, cause all you gotta say is what you stressing for.
Oh, Madden. Desmond Jones, send me your PlayStation name so I can crush your punk ass.
It's gonna be alright.
It is gonna be alright.
Might not have to replace Homeboy after long. Cause our damn sure was looking for some people.
Pass protection has been a problem all
Boy,
night
you
long
on my
as they
dick.
come up
Shut that
facing
bullshit up.
second and a bundle. The give is to Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
She
They'll
said
wind
he
up
said
losing
something
3
like,
yards
need
here.
a,
They're facing
what does that
uphill
mean?
battle here
And I
on
didn't know
3rd
that
and
means look up
long.
in Spanish.
Alright, I'm listening. What is your PlayStation name? Send me the PlayStation name. That's what I need.
I was like, how the fuck do you know? She's like, cause I took Spanish
This
class
offense
Tierra.
in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on
Shit
3rd
like that?
down.
I come from the hood, girl. I'm not places like that now.
Right.
I'm just saying.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
I think you got rap with GPA some shit to be Spanish class now. I don't think they handed to you where we from.
And this is going to be
I
incomplete.
swear I don't remember Digital Hardware having no. Yeah, I don't think we did have a Spanish unless you had like a certain GPA or some shit. I don't think they
They're
could
just
be able to run a
totally out of
Spanish class
sync,
in
whether
Digital
they're
Hardware.
running the ball,
No,
passing the
we
ball like
ain't
we
that.
saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems
But
off.
he's from New Jersey. She's from Atlanta. So I'm like, y'all, just probably a little different styles. But hell, shit, we ain't get privileges like
It's
that.
taken it around the 40.
That's a fucking
Well, he
privilege to
wasn't
go
too
to
far
Spanish,
from
but
breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense now, they get set.
so I heard it went pretty well. We'll see. Hopefully it stay like that. I'm just trying to like ease over this shit. Be like an annoying thing now. Gotta get up early tomorrow. Gotta put this thing. It's supposed to fucking rain Sunday though. That's some bullshit. And it's supposed to be cold as fuck Sunday. Damn, it's supposed to be cold as fuck. It's supposed to be like 39 degrees Sunday. Gee. What she was in there doing?
Oh, I was watching the game, chilling, then you hit me up.
You said you was chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, what about you?
I'm about to do some studying in the field. And then I'm about to figure out this shit for Sunday. I don't know why the fuck I said. This supposed to rain and everything. Public shower. Doesn't it just gonna rain every day? Yeah. It says rain early, then remaining cloudy with showers in the afternoon. Showers mean like really hard? Yeah. Damn, it's supposed to rain over 1 inch Saturday? Is that big?
Yeah.
That's like a flood, ain't it?
Nah. 3 inches and up is a flood. It's just heavy rain.
Oh, I think it's supposed to slack down Sunday then. Well, I don't know, because it say rain earlier, and it say remaining cloudy with showers and everything. Is showers heavy too?
Yeah.
Damn. Damn. Well, every time I try to do something dope, there's always some bullshit like this happen. Well, I'm going to just ask them tomorrow before I pay for this place. Are they going to be okay with riding out in the rain to this place Sunday? Because I don't want to pay for it and then they're not comfortable with riding out in the rain. I mean, they was all good with coming to the table read in the rain, but that's the table read. Well, let me call you right back.
All right, y'all.
All right.
What's up, y'all? We gonna get this figured out right now because I don't want no nothing. I need absolute clarity. So look, right now, hold on. Listen. You see that? Listen, let me tell you. Just let me say this. Okay? Let me say this. I'm looking at the Super Bowl that you won. Okay? You listening?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Super Bowl that you won. Just to confirm that the settings, that I didn't change any of the settings, I'm trying to figure this out.
Oh my God, I'm not saying. I know I didn't change the settings. I must have just started off just like that.
This is what I recall. Let me say this. I'm waiting for you to score. You about to score your touchdown, your first touchdown in the Super Bowl.
You're not saying what I'm saying.
You're not letting me.
This whole franchise off. If you didn't change it,
all right, you scored your touchdown. So for me, what I remember is,
that's what you talking about.
You said you started on what?
I said if you didn't change nothing, I must have started the season off on simulation.
Okay.
I'm going to the settings now to see.
Now, I just sent you.
Simulation. All right.
Okay, can I talk now?
Screenshot you.
I already screenshotted you. I sent you the screenshot. Can I just talk now?
No, all I'm saying is,
and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Okay, all right, long as we clear, because as I recall when we first started the franchise, I used to miss hella field goals. I couldn't make no field goal at all because let me finish.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of
these
runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary.
Oh, all right, okay.
A lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
I'm trying to understand what is the difference between the two.
They're going to look to throw.
Because the way I see it, and then he gonna fumble. Wow, he gonna fumble.
It was picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring.
I see that bitch Desmond Jones ain't never sent me his information now.
The ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
As I recall,
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Competitive is the one that was too easy.
Now it's Jackson.
That's the one that was too easy.
He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Reception good for 7.
We'll see.
It's third down.
I don't get why we changing it.
Like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man.
I think he was saying that I'm playing against the computer and not. That's what he meant by assimilation. Look, smack. Oh, I injured Lamar Jackson. I injured him. He out. That's why his ass ain't on my team.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far.
I'm about to read it right now. Let me pull it up.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown.
It says competitive. Going for an interception with the wide receiver. I'm sorry, going for an interception with a wide open defensive player who has good catch ratings leads to a significantly lower chance of them dropping the ball. Throwing from a clean pocket with the QB's feet set reduces the chance of an inaccurate pass, providing they have good pass accuracy.
In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
That's a pick. Oh, I knew that was a pick. Hit his ass. Well, we got Lamar Jackson out the game. Let's see who the backup is. We in third quarter. I'm still live streaming.
Beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college.
16-7, I just threw a pick.
We're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 3, but still little work to do on third and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll go again with Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Bridgewater. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. His throw caught right around the 6. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll run it here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Flex round! Flex round!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2 and try to make it a field goal difference.
And now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Bridgewater on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati.